Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, Gachagwa was actually removed from office through the impeachment, and this was after the Senate upheld the National Assembly resolution to impeach one Gachagwa. Out of the 11 accounts, they found 5 of them to be true, and that is what the Senate has stood with, to remove William Ruto's deputy from the office. As we predicted, things just moved in the same way. And that was the views of majority of Kenyans, of course. They had already foreseen this, that immediately Gachagwa will be impeached. In a blink of an eye, the Gazette notice will be out. That is what King did very quickly. Kenya Gazette was out to show that Gachagwa had removed from the office by means of impeachment. That now gave William Ruto a leeway to finally nominate the next person to take over from Gachagwa. So very early in the morning, Ruto has forwarded the name of one Kithure Kindiki, CS for Interior, to take over from Gachagwa as his deputy president. Kithure Kindiki has all the qualifications that is required by IBC to have be the deputy president. So he fit in that. That is now the breaking news in this country. Kithure Kindiki is the one. The National Assembly is going to move with speed to ensure that they are realizing this. And I want to tell you, before the next Mashujaa Day celebration, we will have a new deputy in the office. We know there are going to be cases in the court and all those other things, but look at this pace. So I want us to give our general views on Kithure Kindiki's appointment, but before we go into that, just listen to this, the official name being represented to the members of parliament, people whom you voted for to represent you.
On the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Order. Order, members. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 42.1, I wish to report to the House that today morning, I have received a message from His Excellency the President regarding the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy which has occurred in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya following the impeachment of the previous office holder.
Now, we just want to give our general views because we need to do more videos on this to explain deeper on the occurrences and what it means. One look on, why Kithure Kindiki and the next election, that is 2027, what it means for the next election, the issue about ODM factor, now they are here. We are talking about Mudavadi factor, because he is also here, the beneficiaries and losers. But before we go deeper into that, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, by the fact that William Ruto has gone for Kithure Kindiki, it means he don't want to betray the larger Mount Kenya region. When voting comes, Mount Kenya has been voting as a block, but we know we have Mount Kenya East and West. The West has always benefited from the East because they vote, but they have never produced a presidential candidate, neither deputy president. They just support, but when it comes to appointments, they are being considered there. So, Kithure Kindiki still means the larger Mount Kenya. Ruto does not want to betray the people of Mount Kenya. He wants to look like he's only not comfortable with Rigathi Gachagua as an individual, but not Mount Kenya as a whole people. So to appoint Kithure Kindiki, Ruto was between a rock and a hard place, because now balancing the ODM factor, the Western region and the Mudavadi factor, but again remaining loyal to Mount Kenya region, because that is where he got the majority vote, more than what he got from his own backyard, Rift Valley. So he had to make a decision well informed. So to stand with the people of Mount Kenya and try to reduce the protest, the hatred, and the foreseen protest, you must go for Kithure Kindiki. Because what I know, you will see protest, at least in Nyeri and elsewhere. But if he had appointed someone from, let's say, Western Mudavadi or Nyanda, Mama Gladys Wanga, it was going to attract massive protest from Mount Kenya. It was going to attract backlash from Mount Kenya, and the target would be on members of parliament like Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah and the rest who voted and supported the impeachment of Gachagua. That you betrayed your own and the seat has been taken elsewhere. Ruto is trying to balance that. That is what has informed him, in my view, to have Kithure Kindiki as the next deputy. He wants to respect the vote that he got from Mount Kenya. You do so by appointing someone from the same larger region. So the issue of backlash to people like that team is not there. This can also explain why Ndindi Nyoro abstained from this. Anajua hata kuwa yeye, but he has ambition in future. Alinyamaza, hakusupport Gachagua na hakumpinga, so he was avoiding backlash. Now, the other factor for William Ruto is that in 2027, not the large Mount Kenya region will vote for him. There's going to be division. The Mount Kenya West have been sent back to a drawing board. Now they are the largest. They have to recalculate and plan for the next election. They might not vote with William Ruto or for Ruto. So there is the issue of divide and rule. Now that you have put Kithure Kindiki there, Mount Kenya West East is going to stand strongly. Huko ndio ulikuwa unasikia tarakaniti, kura zilitoka huko za ajabu zenye hazikuwa siku nyingine. They will stand strongly behind Kithure Kindiki. I am sure. And now we have an Embu at Tarakaniti. How watu wa huko wote, they are so happy. They are very happy. I can tell you, they cannot stand and condemn one of them, one that has been appointed, unless you are not elected leader. When you are elected, they are going to stand in a press conference and thank Ruto for this. Divide and rule. So he will have Mount Kenya East in his pocket. But West, wako divided. Kuna wale watasimama na yeye, wengine waende their own way. That is one of the factors he considered to appoint Kithure Kindiki. So at least not all Mount Kenya region has gone. West can go, but East is here to stay. Ndio maana ameenda kwa hiyo. Now, the other people here in this issue, we have the ODM factor, which comes in with the Nyanza region. Nyanza comprised of the Luo Nyanza and the Kisii. We have Western region. This Western region is a huge. And when you talk about Western Nyanza, it is still ODM. You cannot run away from the truth. Then cost. So there is the issue of 2027 factor. Kithure Kindiki is one of the best. How will William Ruto betray Kithure Kindiki in 2027 to go for another running mate in that arrangement? Is William Ruto betraying Raila Odinga? To some extent, yes. Because now, 2027, you need another running mate. Atakuwa Kithure Kindiki, ama you will allow ODM to give you one. Or, kama sio hivyo, Prime Minister position anaenda huko. What about Mudavadi factor? Again, I saw Mudavadi through the ANC party uploading the profile of Musalia Mudavadi. We analyze it here. It was a kind of someone who is looking for a job. And where was the vacancy? In the office of the deputy president. Mudavadi was eyeing that office by the fact that his own party uploaded his CV. Is there a disconnect in communication between Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto? Before he got this far to upload that. Yes, we know Mudavadi has more duties and responsibility in his office compared to the deputy president. Ruto transferred Mudavadi with more responsibilities. He has more powers because of the responsibility bestowed in his office. So, what alikuwa anaenda kwa hii? Is Ruto betraying Musalia Mudavadi ahead of 2027? Another possibility, yes. Kithure Kindiki is going to be the deputy party leader of UDA. ANC is going into that party. Are they going to amend the law so that they have two deputies? Or Mudavadi will be the deputy, he will be deputizing the deputy party leader? Or what will be happening? So, to that extent, Mudavadi also is betrayed. But this betrayal was inevitable, you can see. So, in aspect there is a consideration of 2027. The people that should be very careful with William Ruto, Raila Odinga and ODM party, Musalia Mudavadi, unless it is contented with this position and not working forward towards the 2032 election. 2032, Kithure Kindiki is here. What about the resource to capture power? That's also something you should also question, and Mount Kenya region at large to question. For you to be a president in this country, in fact not to be, for you to run a successful presidential campaign in this country, you need a budget not less than 3 billion Kenyan shillings. Does Kithure Kindiki have 3 billion? No. Does he have to? Probably no. So Ruto has gone for someone who cannot raise that amount. Gachagwa was a strong candidate. He had enough money. In fact, he funded Ruto's campaign. So he was a threat to William Ruto. We will discuss that, why Ruto removed Gachagwa. So for Kithure Kindiki again, I see something here. 2032, will he have that money? Maybe if he amass right now to have 2-3 billion. But from Mudavadi, he has. Raila Odinga, no problem. But of course, he might not buy, but I'm saying producing a serious candidate. So again, he might have gone for a weak candidate in terms of financial muscle. Second, that when they will be availing a candidate in 2032, Kithure Kindiki will not be that candidate. So the maneno mengi tu, and we will go deeper one by one. I don't know your views, but this was just a general view. Let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.